So if the figure, when the figure will be released, if it's below the forecast, it will affect the dollar negatively. That means the dollar will sell off. If it is above or the exact forecast that was made, then the dollar will appreciate. Now let's see what when the news was released by 1:30. Let's see what happened. The actual figure that came out. Let's see the actual figure that came out. Okay, so this was the actual figure that came out. Minus 0.1%. So that's why it's red. The whole figures that came out were red. So that affected the USD negatively. So it affected the USD. So how did that? So this is the as at when the news was released, the dollar was trading at this point by 1:30. So when the news was released, because it was negative on the dollar, so the dollar sold off. So it sold off. So how does this help as currency traders and those who are trading? How does it help? When the dollar sells off like this, currencies such as the Euro USD will buy. So before the release, I was actually looking at the beginning of the day. I was expecting the Euro USD to actually take out the high formed by this high. I was tempted this morning to sell the USD as around this point here this morning. But when I saw that it was very close to a high like this, to a high formed by this previous daily high. So I knew that by the end of today, especially with the release of this news, that it was going to take out that liquidity that was formed. So fortunately, that was exactly what. Mr. Caleb, can you please mute your mic so that it doesn't disturb the recording? Thank you. Please mute your mic. Okay. All right. So the news did exactly what I would have expected it to do, which was take out this good high that contained the liquidity. So I wanted it to take it out. Because that would now mean that because if I wanted to, I was tempted this morning to actually sell the USD from this point this morning. So, but because I remember that I was going to be news, and this high was still here. So there is no way I can be selling when there is liquidity on the upside. So because today is Thursday now, so now I will not start looking for reasons to actually, because since throughout the week, you can see that the Euro USD has been in what we are going to refer to as an impulse. It's been impulsive all week. So at this point now, we can expect that because it has gotten to that peak, that point where it took out all the buy side liquidity, that in no distant time, it will want to start preparing itself to make a pullback. So the same thing also for the GBP USD also. So these two pairs actually move together and they move opposite of the dollar. So if the dollar is selling off, the dollar sold off throughout the week. So we see these two pairs. We are doing opposite of what the dollar was doing. So I expected, I was also looking at the high formed by this, the liquidity that was above this high here. So I wanted this news to actually take it out before I would start looking for any reason to actually sell the dollar, at least for, if not today, at least from tomorrow. So the same thing with the
next person. Hope you know
so
it's
NZD.
There's school fees receipts. Is there?
Yes. NZD
Next
USD
person, no.
also responding to the news positively. Actually buying off. Then AUD USD, same. So as long as the dollar is fumbling, as long as the dollar is fumbling, you can expect any pair that has the USD as the counter currency to be appreciating. So we are seeing the Euro USD, the GBP USD, the SZD USD, AUD USD. Now see the card like the dollar is selling off. USD JPY is also selling off. So when you note these correlated pairs, the relationship that exists between these pairs, it actually helps you in picking out pairs to trade. So we can use the dollar as an indicator to find out what the dollar is doing, and then you look for pairs that are paired with them to go the opposite direction. So if the dollar is selling off, we expect the Euro USD, the GBP USD, and NZD and AUD USD. We expect all of them to be buying. So why the ones that have the dollar as the first currency will be selling off along with the dollar. So gold, we expect gold to be buying also, just like so gold is also on the upside. Okay. Then Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq is also showing some signs that it wants to actually go up. All right.
So I will remove it as I come back to a meeting now. I want to save this.
So at this
so that you can go.
So currently, what we just expect, we may just see these pairs for the time being. You just see them showing some signs as if signs of strength. well, maybe within in the next 2 hours or 3 hours, they will start giving us signs that they are cooling off. They want to actually start making a kind of a treatment. Okay. All right. So that is it for today. Chimoni, do you have any question?
No, I don't.
Okay, all right. So that's you can see the news is the impact of the news is still very strong. Still very strong. The dollar is still selling off aggressively. So that's why we don't want to actually be on a trade when these news events are released, because they can be very damaging for trading accounts. So we want to take note of when they are released, so that if you have any account, if you have any trade on, you manage them before the news will be released. But then the news is actually good. The news is actually good because it kind of ingests volatility into the market.
I did my faculty clearance.
We
They gave me
want to see this kind of moves in the market.
So the woman said that when
We want to see them, as compared to things like this. Things like this will not really give us any opportunity. But when we see big, large movements like this, later on, it will give us an opportunity to go to the opposite direction. All right.
I should just go. I'm done.
Okay, so thank you. See you in our next training.
Okay, well, you have it in your pocket. I have it in my pocket. Can you put it in my, if you want to take it, Abuja. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, bye-bye.
Yeah, absolutely. I want practice.